Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Get the fuck up out my face. Money tucked inside the safe. If you ask me what I want, what you brought me in the case. Dodging ops, getting guap. Get the fuck up out my way. I'm forever on the race till they catch me in the chase. Get the fuck up out my face. Money tucked inside the safe. If you ask me what I want, what you brought me in the case. Dodging ops, getting guap. Get the fuck up out my way. I'm forever on the race. Rainy days, stormy winters, praying for the sun to stay. Shorty nice, caution hitter just to drown the pain away. Only saw me patch it up with weed and liquor. I know I should change my ways, but I never take advice that I deliver. I'm no saint. Hey. Real life cinema, kill 'em all, get 'em all, get 'em all back then, did 'em all, minimize. When am I gonna be recognized? If not now, then get 'em all, let it fly. Rude boys, let it fly, get 'em all back then, get 'em all, minimize. Criticize, fuck that bullshit, fuck that shit. Doggy dog, man, life's a bitch. I get how to go with it. Those don't perks and Vicodins, the vices always strike again. Hey, safe to say, outside it's not safe to play. Stay inside and stay away. Get the fuck up, get the fuck up out my face. Money tucked inside the safe. If you ask me what I want, what you brought me in the case. Dodging ops, getting guap. Get the fuck up out my way. I'm forever on the race till they catch me in the chase. Get the fuck up out my face. Money tucked inside the safe. If you ask me what I want, what you brought me in the case. Dodging ops, getting guap. Get the fuck up out my way. I'm forever on the race. Real life cinema, kill 'em all, get 'em all back then, did 'em all. Real life cinema, kill 'em all, get 'em all back then, did 'em all, minimize. When am I gonna be recognized? If not now, then get 'em all, let it fly. Rude boys, let it fly, get 'em all back then, get 'em all, minimize, minimal.
I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, oh yeah. I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, oh yeah.
Pack my things up, make some pit stop. Came back from being down 1-3. Pack my things up, make some pit stop. Came back from being down 1-3. Pack my things up, make some pit stop. Came back from being down 1-3. Pack my things up, make some pit stop. One branch, one leaf, and we don't know.
I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, oh yeah. I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, oh yeah.
Pack my things up, make some pit stops. Came back from being down 1-3. Pack my things up, make some pit stops. Came back from being down 1-3. Pack my things up, make some pit stop. Came back from being down 1-3. Pack my things up, make some pit stop. One branch, one leaf, and we don't know. Pack my things up, make some pit stop. Came back from being down 1-3. Pack my things up, make some pit stop. Came back from being down 1-3.
Yeah.
She a thirsty bitch, I'm gonna visit your dreams. You can see you hear it, you know that she's near when you sleep. I be under your bed and I hear it. I hear your fear. She a thirsty bitch, I'm a thirsty bitch, real thirsty, like a snitch on me. Now wake up, wanna hear you scream. It's not a dream. Run for your life, I hunt your heart. You can chase me, but I make you starve. You're a punk bitch, just a punk bitch. Run for your life, I'll seek you hide. You can chase me, 'cause I'm right behind. You're a punk bitch, just a punk bitch. Run for your life, run for your life, run for your life, run for your life. You're a punk bitch, just a punk bitch. Run for your life, run for your life, run for your life, run for your life. You're a punk bitch, just a punk bitch. Shoot me, you can't afford it. I am the pilot, you're just a tourist. I threw a decoy in my valley, and if we stand here a while, so don't panic. Know what better than dancing was said. Better be safe to get into heaven. Just be yourself and you end up in hell. Do as I say and I might break the spell. Run for your life, I hunt your heart. You can chase me, but I make you starve. You're a punk bitch, just a punk bitch. Run for your life, I'll seek you hide. You can chase me, 'cause I'm right behind. You're a punk bitch, just a punk bitch. Run for your life, run for your life, run for your life, run for your life. You're a punk bitch, just a punk bitch. Run for your life, run for your life, run for your life, run for your life. You're a punk bitch, just a punk bitch.
SOS.
I don't know, friends. I got plenty of rest right now. I think I just got some potent gardening in my hands here. I am not as on top of the playlist as I usually would be. So what's happening, friends? Happy Wednesday to you. Guess what day it is? Hump day. Mike. What's happening, friends? Thank you for joining us here at Roleplaying Unlimited as we continue week 11 of the Coalescence Act 5. And we are making friends and influencing people. We are expecting a continued bit of departure from the norm of D&D Tabletop. And hopefully a return to form once we complete that. Let's just see what's going on here with our assembled crew. Let's jump onto the live screen. Wow, what beautiful graphics right there. And hopefully putting this chat log onto our streams where they will be recorded in perpetuity will encourage a bit more chat participation here between our friends joining us in Streamland. Just remember, we are TV14, so keep it accordingly, please, if you would. Let's see what's up, everybody.
Little pig, let me in.
So I see Katie is telling me to just eeny, meeny, miny, moe her spells. I don't
Yeah,
think
like legit.
I mean, yeah, you don't want me to do that because, I mean, I'll give you Dark Vision. Like, the least useful spell of the lot. Like, you've already got Dark Vision. Here, have some Dark Vision.
For all I use my spells for, I mean, like, honestly, I think I used one spell one time, and I couldn't even tell you what or when.
I mean, I think if you're letting me choose, I think the most useful ones that our party will find is either Spike Growth offensively, kind of create some damaging, difficult terrain, maybe hold off a pursuit of zombies slightly. It's not going to hold off our fast zombies by any means we have seen. Or Lesser Restoration, a utility healing spell if somebody gets damaged with one of those weird effects like blindness or paralysis may even fall into that category. Let me not misquote it. Let me bring up the spell specifics. Blindness, deafness, paralyzed, or poisoned. So you can just immediately end any of those effects. Those would probably be the two most useful spells of the ones that you do not currently have.
We'll get the restoration.
Beautiful.
One.
Going next.
We know if I don't, something's gonna happen, and we're gonna be like, God, I wish someone did.
Yeah, and Spike Growth is kind of a forget about easy thing if you're a flying character and all the walking characters are just like, oh, it's a good thing she left that there for us. Alright, your character sheet should be updated, and we are good to proceed. Looks like Kendall is still imminent. Otherwise, we've got the 5 of you here. Cowboy, likewise. Ken still running a bit behind. Otherwise, greetings and welcome back Wednesday night.
Howdy.
Howdy. We will continue on the regional Cyberpunk Waterdeep map, where after traveling no more than 45 minutes or so through the gloom from Tank's Castle here on the Central Isle, across the rickety, actually I stand corrected, it's a rather sturdy and well-maintained bridge, we found ourselves at the Choro Risotto, and later the Falling Skies Village, where our group assisted the local inhabitants with slaying a Dracolich. After which, we crossed the stream, made our way to the Kabuki Shrine, where we were entertained, and gained a charm of hopefully some use in the travels ahead. Further south from there, we now find ourselves in Shizukesa, a bit more cyberpunk mix of community than we have seen so far. Most of these locales still resemble a feudal Japan setting. At most, the clothing is kind of modern, but otherwise, this is the first location that we have seen that has embraced some of the more modern accoutrements and amenities to their ways of life. And it is here in Shizukesa where our group was tasked with a rather unusual series of requests. As we have learned, the Japanese spirit and culture is very highly respected here, and it may be the most valued thing among the people who call this place home. Immediately upon your first arrival at the Choro risotto, which I believe translates to elder house, literally filled with the retirees and the senior citizens of the community. Even these people, as soon as you arrived, they were very quick to start serving you hand and foot. Make sure you get out of these wet clothes. You must have been on the road forever. It's literally been like walking 3 blocks up the street. Let's get your feet in a hot bath. Let's get you a cup of warm sake and get you something to eat. And this has been repeated many times over our journeys, just through these couple of villages that we've been to. But here in Shizukesa, there seems to be an expectation that you not only appreciate their culture, but you come to embrace it in a respect. And in that degree, they have given you the aforementioned tasks. And so far, we have done very well on a real, actual timer, too. Not playing it round by round, which if we had done that, we'd probably be doing this a lot longer. Playing it on the actual timer is saving us some time and creating a bit of a real aspect to the challenge at hand. So let's go back here to Shizukesa Inn and Bathhouse, level 1. We are getting set to begin the third and final series of service requests. I'm going to repost the etiquette here just as a reminder. Of course, all of us at this point, for the most part, have removed our weaponry and armor. Of course, some of us may have like a hidden dagger or something small that in event of an emergency, we can probably rationalize its presence on our character. Armor, of course, is a big no-no. Like, wear the robes. You're not here to spar or defend anything. Don't run! Meaning no dashes, no bonus action dashes, etc. Don't pass through others' rooms, hop fences, break windows, etc. to shortcut your path. Pretty straightforward there. Smile and be gracious in your service. That's pretty subjective. And handle your service items with care. We have not run into any issue with this so far. Items that are fragile have been tended to by the people who would best be able to handle them. Right, so now here we are starting on level 3. The starting area for all characters this time is going to be the central staircase. So I'm going to get all of your characters over here. Tank was all the way out there at the waste disposal area. And some of you maybe on top of each other. Yeah, there's Azimuth, Spartan, yep, Lantirthi right there. So I think that's everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a couple of company companions here. Alright, so let's check where we're at here. We've got Kendall has joined us. Welcome back.
Hello.
Looks like we're just waiting on Ken, which I don't know. I think we should vamp for a few minutes here because the final level is of course going to be the most challenging and is predicated on a full party here. There are 7 of you and there are 8 tasks to complete. Some of them have tasks within the tasks, as we have found. So let's just give him a few minutes here. Bum 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 bum. I don't know. What do we got here? One of the maps is called Galric's Penthouse. We'll find out more about that probably months down the line, but a little bit of a speculation right there.
What?
Yes. What's happening out there in Streamland? Druid Wild Shape has been... That is the biggest thing that I've heard is as far as changes are concerned is the Druid Wild Shape, but I have not like read specifically into it.
Yeah, I was just looking at it today because you were talking about the conversion stuff, and I was like, what the hell did they do?
Wow. Yeah, the big thing that I heard was that the it's not as versatile, I guess would be probably the best way of putting it.
Well, so if you want to do Circle of the Moon, which you can't take till 3rd level now, to the 2nd level, which is
Sure.
fine. It's all the same now. Instead of being able to become, a big dire wolf with, 35 hit points to go and get in the fight, you become a dire wolf still. I mean, you get the stats, but instead of getting 35 hit points, you get 6 temporary hit points. Oh, sorry, 9 temporary hit points because it's 3 times 3. Yeah, it's 3 times your druid level. If you're
Do you still default back to your regular form when you lose those temporary hit points?
No.
So there's no defaulting back to so what is it like when you actually lose all your hit points?
Incapacitated. Yep.
Gotcha. So they took away the extra pool of hit points and just gave you like a small temporary, but you still get like the actual transformation.
Yeah, you still transform into the thing, but instead of having its hit points, you get, as a Circle of the Moon, 3 times your level.
Interesting.
Every other druid only gets their level in temporary hit points.
Oh. Interesting. And I guess in some ways later on down the line that could be better hit point wise, but by the time you're like level 18, 19, who's really turning into a direwolf or anything at that point when you've got other options?
Well, the other thing is you can't heal temporary hit points.
Oh, very
So
clever.
you have 9 temporary hit points, and that's it. And once those are gone, they're gone.
Very clever. I see
yeah.
what you did there.
Being like a combat druid, you might as well not go with the wild shape version of that.
Yeah, the big thing that I was given to understand was that the ability for druids to tank has been greatly reduced, if not outright just removed.
Yeah, and I've just explained why. Because why do that when you can just cast heroism on yourself and have a refreshing pool of temporary hit points?
Sure. Looks like Ken's with us. Welcome, welcome.
Hey.
Beautiful. Everybody is set up here in Roll20. And we will go ahead with the 3rd and final round here. And before I post the requests, same question as we have had each time before. Of course, you can expect the timer to be even less this time around. We had 2 minutes 30 seconds. We had 2 minutes. This time, 90 seconds. We will have 90 seconds to decide. This is real time regardless. And then you will have 90 seconds to complete. This is either real time or we can do 15 divided rounds. Again, double rewards if you play it in real time. The only heads up that I'm going to give you about this one is there are 7 of you. There are 8 tasks to complete. So, do we want to do this once again in real time? Do we want to do this round by round?
Now we have to decide that before we see them.
That is correct.
Real time.
Real time.
Yeah, we've been doing good with real time, so might as well.
All right.
All right. Sounds like it.
There we go. That's 4. 4 in
Remember
favor.
to double check those maps, guys.
Yes, indeed. If you need to, repost them fresh to the Wednesday Crew channel, and we can spend 90 seconds or so while we're going over the the intro bit here. I'll, of course, read through them, and then we'll start the 90-second timer from there, so really it's like 3 minutes.
For reference of the posting of the screenshots, February 5th, 10 p.m.
Or
Oh.
today at 8:15 p.m.
That's
Very true.
clearly 6:15 p.m., Mr. I'm from the future.
It's obviously 9:15 p.m.
That's what different time zones will do.
Just sometimes. Alright, our level 3 requests. I will post them now. Let's take a look. Boom, 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 boom. We need garden vegetables to the flower garden. We need dry storage 3 sake to West Suite 1. We need a kitchen meal to the balcony. We need tea room tea to a private suite, as well as common room table number 3.
I can do kitchen meal to balcony.
We need pantry 1 rice and spices to kitchen, that is 2 separate trips. Flower garden flowers to S2, that is south 2. Hot tub 2 wet towels to dry storage 2. One of you guys got to take them towels back that you brought in earlier. And the kitchen meal, we need 2 more of those. 1 to the tea room. Looks like the tea room staff finally gets to close down, have a meal of their own. And the private suite once again. This guy in the private suite is like probably the most demanding one in the entire place. This is like the 5th time you guys have gone there. So 90-second timer starting probably like 20 seconds from now, however long it takes me to get to it. But what you got? Who's taking what?
Tank will do the garden vegetables to the flower garden.
Oh, I
wanted that one. I think I
I'd
can
like to
probably
do the
manage
kitchen meal
flower
to
gardens to S2. I think I can pull that off. I've only got 35 speed though, so.
Well, if Tank
for the
takes the
collection.
garden vegetables to flower garden, can also do the garden flowers to S2.
True. True.
So Tank's got 2 of them. We're 30 seconds in.
I'll do the hot tub, the wet towels.
I'll do kitchen meal to balcony.
That's Gail. That was DJ there for hot tub wet towels.
Kitchen meal to tea room and private suite.
I'll have Dawn for that.
What does that leave me with?
We've got the dry storage 3 sake. We've got the tea room tea twice. We've got pantry 1 twice.
I'll do the dry storage 3 to the West Suite 1.
Okay. And then that's J-Man and Kendall, I believe.
Oh, I thought I already picked one. Okay.
Oh, was that you? And that wasn't DJ then. My bad. I was mixing up your guys' voices. You did the hot tub?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it's DJ and J-Man. And time is up. So who's taking what?
What's left?
We have 2 double tasks. There is the tea room tea to the private suite and common room table 3, and then there's the pantry 1 rice to the kitchen, as well as the pantry 1 spices to the kitchen. So one of them is a back and forth to the same exact place, the other is kind of a back and forth but to 2 separate places.
Up to you. I don't care.
That's the same thing for me.
Are you a fast character or you just have regular speed?
I have 30 movement speed.
Then you should do the pantry to the kitchen twice.
Alright, I can do that.
Well then, without further ado, of course we will pause the timers as necessary whenever we pass through levels, because there's that 10-15 second delay. But Tank, you have got the first task here, and you've taken 2 of them, so we're going to do actually task number 1 and task number 6. immediately to kick off. So in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. My dog's taking the flowers. Going up those stairs.
Have your dog roll a dexterity check. Pausing the timer for this. Yeah, those flowers might get a bit damaged if that's what we go with.
I'll use my inspo.
We're going to burn the inspo. 19. I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to take better care of those flowers yourself. Resuming the timer. Are you guys heading up to level 2 right now?
Yes, he's headed up to level 2 right now.
Gotcha, and you're staying down here?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move the map up to level 2. Let's do a little of that. A bit more of that. We'll get our dog friend right there. Let's get any older copies of existing characters out of here. You can't be in 2 places at the same time. Who are you? I'm you. Alright. Resuming the timer in 3, 2, go. Looking for the flower garden.
That's move 1. Move 2.
Excellent. 45 seconds.
Move 3. And move 4.
Successful delivery. Brief pause here. 1 minute down. You got 30 seconds left to do flower garden flowers to S2. You are able to pick them up here, and timer starting now. Go ahead.
Move 1.
Yep. $15 seconds.
Move 2.
With
and move 3.
Less than 2 seconds to spare. Just managed to get those flowers delivered. Looks like somebody's got something romantic planned for this room later on. They do not seem to want the dog here for that, so after delivering the flowers, you are kindly told to get the hell out of here. No!
Eat my cookies.
He's out.
Alright, let's go back down to level 1. Not bad. We got the hardest one out of the way first. You guys were quick to spot the easy double task there. And looks like Katie has got task number 2 here. Dry storage 3, sake
Hold on,
to
Katie
West
dropped out of roll
Suite.
20. I'm trying to get back in.
Ooh, let's definitely start the timer now. And you have 5 seconds left.
I've been having a very, very terrible time with technology today. It's been bad with my work computer. It's been bad with my personal computer. It's been so fun.
Oh, rough.
I'm just gonna blame the ice outside. I'm just trying to get it so I can get like the little bar that moves the screen. Aha, there we go. Okay. All right, we're good. Hopefully, knock on wood.
Well, let's see then. Dry storage 3, sake to West Suite number 1. Timer starting in 3, 2, go.
Okay, well, we're gonna go upstairs. Maybe it'll let me. I think I'm being covered by somebody else, and I can't even access my own token.
What in the actual? Alright.
I told you, it's been a really good day. It's been so great.
Who stepped into your space?
Oh, no.
I had everybody separated.
It's
Where
the
did
dog.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Okay, and she's literally
Awesome.
already right there at the top of the stairs, so we're just going to start the timer at level 2 from fresh.
Okay.
Let's do that. And from now on, once we, this will be the official stair, the official I've moved to level 2 step. Like, this is the top step, but just to avoid future calamities of that nature, just jump into the ether. Right there, please. Alright, level 2. Doom, 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 doom. Let's paste. Uh-oh. Katie wild-shaped into Tank's dog, apparently.
Cool. Fun.
It's 5 temporary hit points.
Let's
Nice.
try this again. Gonna find manipulating the bow and arrow a little bit more difficult, though.
Just a little bit.
There we go. Alright,
Okay,
so we've got
cool.
you here on level 2. Timer is starting from 0 in 3, 2, go.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move 2. Go away, go away, go away. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, try to. No, you're eating.
Somebody
crap.
shouts at you, "Hey, what are you doing in here?"
Well, you know what? Shit happens, dude. Okay, then I'm
Dry storage 3 acquired 30 seconds in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move 1.
West
1, 2,
Suite
3,
1.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's the second move. I just scrolled off screen. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
45 seconds.
And another move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Where is West Suite
7.
1?
Full move. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, and I believe it's this one.
Oh,
Hello.
that is W1. That is not West Suite 1, however.
Oh.
20 seconds remaining.
Crap. Oh, I'm fucked on this one then. Did the door close on me? It did. Oh, and it closed again. Can I
Oh, no.
move them? Yeah, I was really fun, but I don't think I'm gonna get this done.
Oh, you're so
I was
close.
very mistaken. I was
5
very
seconds.
mistaken where I was going.
Arg. Time is up.
Well, yeah.
West Suite 1 was just down this hallway right there. You were so close. Alright, let's go back down to level 1. We have Gale taking a kitchen meal to the balcony. We've done this before. Somebody has, maybe not Gale. But let's see how she does with it. 90-second time limit starting in 3, 2.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay. Cool. What am I waiting for?
What level am I on?
Currently we are on the first level.
Okay. Because I gotta do something with my screen because I'm working on a laptop screen, so I have limited space to see.
Faux show. Yeah, I zoomed I centered the map there on your token, so hopefully that'll at least make starting off easier.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, starting the timer in 3, 2, go ahead. Oh, watch out for those doors. There you go. Band is closing down for the evening. Common room is closing. You got the meal from the kitchen. 26 seconds in. Zipping right back out. And heading up the stairs.
Okay, we're going up the ladder.
All right. Nobody has gone up that way before. Very nice. One moment. We will get you set over here at the West Suite staircase. 37 seconds in. I mean, you can't plan these things there, Shags. And resuming the timer in 3, 2, go ahead. Hopping the balcony right there. More than agile enough to do so. Actually, brief pause. Roll me an acrobatics check right there. You did just kind of break a... Hold on a second. You did just take a little shortcut over the balcony right there, but if you're able to make the check, you may not spill any of this meal.
Okay, Don said I went around.
Correct. From the base of the stairs right here, rather than going all the way up the stairs and then taking the hallway, you went straight from this space to this space. So it's like you grabbed onto the railing and pulled yourself up, which is a shortcut. So there's no penalty against it, but it does require you to roll an acrobatics check, and depending on the result of that, the meal that you're carrying may suffer. Do we want to keep that? This is it's a hot meal, and there are some soup elements to it. Got your hero points and your inspirations.
Okay, I'm rolling a 1d8.
Add that hero point. All right.
Hold on, I lost my screen.
Well, I mean, that's more than good enough. In fact, you kind of toss the tray up in midair, hoist yourself over, and then catch it once your feet are firmly planted on the hallway. And, yeah, you didn't spill a drop. Even the drink, which didn't have a lid, is still, like, perfectly level. So, 48 seconds in, resuming the timer in 3, 2, go right ahead. Looking for the balcony.
Like that scene in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there they are. They're looking for their food. They're very eager to see you. Plenty of time. Yep, you could linger here for another 15 seconds if you wanted to. But she's not going to. 1 minute and 10 seconds. And mission completed. That is another task down. Now we will head to one of the more difficult ones. We are looking to take some tea to the private suite for the second time today, and whoever's sitting over at common room table number 3 also would like some tea. That is going to be for Felian here to take care of, so when you are set, we will start the timer in 3, 2, go right ahead. Very nice. Got that first tee. Zip, zip. Got that extra movement thanks to the years of bartending experience. Oh, thank you. I needed a second tee tonight. 22 seconds in. Whoop. Right back outside. Right back to the tee room. 35 seconds. Common room table number 3. 45 seconds down. Ah, very nice. Record time, 53 seconds start to finish, double task. Can't do much better than that. Let's see what we've got up next here. We've got another double task. Back and forth one, if you will. Pantry 1, rice to the kitchen. Pantry 1, spices to the kitchen. Spartan will be tending to this task here. Starting the timer in...
Just to clarify, the spices are in the same pantry.
Correct, yes. Both locations are from and to the same spot.
All right.
Very cool, my friend. We will kick this off in 3, 2, go right ahead.
Movement 1.
All right.
Movement 2.
Very good. There's the pantry. Got the rice. 20 seconds. Successful delivery of said rice.
Back to pantry.
Very nice. Got the spices. You're going to want that at the central table this time. 45 seconds. And success. 50 seconds there on the double task. Back and forth. Very, very nice. Next we are looking at task number 6. We already completed that one. So we are looking to collect the wet towels from Hot Tub 2. Taking them to Dry Storage 2. That is going to be for Azimuth over here to tend to. We will kick that timer off in 3, 2, and go right ahead, my friend. Very nice. Yeah, there's the dojo. Hot Tub 2, yeah, got those wet towels. All right. Looking for Dry Storage 2 here. Straight shot down the hallway. Thank God they put the sign on the door. And it's painted on the floor. Can't be much easier than that. Look at that. 30, wow, once again, 37 seconds start to finish for the task here. Very nice. We've got one final one here for our Overcooked Restaurant Wars task before we get back to some real authentic D&D. Don, you've got a double spot here. A meal from the kitchen to the tea room and to the private suite. This guy needs more and more, and it's only fitting that the final task is going to go to the private suite. Yes, indeed. Overcooked. Highly inspired. Don, over to your turn here. Timer kicking off in 3, 2, go right ahead.
All right, here we go.
I forget what that other restaurant game was that I played with Johnny, but that one very highly inspired it as well. When I was building this map, I was like, what do I do on this map? I was like, ooh, let's do that. There's Don moving 37.5 feet. It's just all over the place tonight. There we go. Got a meal.
There.
22 seconds in. The tea maker is very eager to finally get their dinner. Thank you, sir. What's taking you so long? Thank you. 47 seconds. You got the tea right there. You need to go back to the kitchen to get the second. Or no, you grabbed one with each character. Is that correct?
Yep. I have one and the monkey has one.
Gotcha. I did a brief pause there. Let's also get an acrobatics check from the monkey. I'm sure he'll do just fine, but you never know. Yes. All right. 1 minute, 2 seconds in. Kicking off the timer again in 3, 2, resume. Very nice. And final approach into the private suite. 1 minute, 12 seconds. The final task has been completed. Give yourselves a round of applause. Very nicely done. And how many of you were expecting that at any given moment you would be rushing around the corner, weaponless and armorless, with nothing but a plate of food or some wet towels in your hand, and I would spring a horde of zombies on you? I mean, I have to have done that, right? I mean, I have to have. There's no other way to have done this, and yet we didn't do it. It seemed unnecessarily cruel and against the spirit of what we're trying to accomplish here. So, well done there, friends. As far as anything else, combat-wise, we will hopefully see your characters re-armored and re-equipped at that point. So let's check over our rewards. They did promise some very nice rewards. Oh boy. Alrighty. Okay. Now we're looking at that option and that option. And I believe we had one task each round not pan out. Otherwise, we were pretty flawless.
Doors
that is correct.
And Aegis's undoing.
Yes, the doors. Alright, so that means we are looking at, for level 1, instead of 500 gold pieces per task, we are getting 1,000 gold pieces per task. Times 5. That is 5,000 nice cha-chings there in the party coffers. Level 2, it only got more difficult, so it was only fitting that instead of 1,500 per successful completion, your group got 3,000 per successful completion. That is 15,000 gold pieces in the party coffers. 6,000, 15,000. Level 3. The hardest one yet. We only failed one. Instead of 2,500 per round, we're looking at 5,000 gold pieces per successful attempt there. That is an additional 30,000 gold pieces. That is 1,000 gold pieces in total, I do believe.
Well, 51 divided by 7. That's not plausible.
Whether you want to share this with any henchmen or the NPC, again, we kind of assumed that Ayusi Kaj was doing the same task, but in the interest of me not playing through the game and being like, yes, I know exactly where to go, and adding extra time to something that was already kind of time-consuming, we just kind of had him and the retainers and other characters of that context kind of like off-stage left. And finally, in any case, I know this is going to be like, oh boy, for like 90% of the party, and for one of you in particular, it's like, holy crap, that's awesome. But each of you has received a permanent blessing, the blessing of the servant. This is going to add +2 to one of your attributes permanently, increasing it up to a max of 22. I checked your attributes. Most of you dumped your charisma, so it's, again, kind of like, yeah, whatever. But if you're Justin, that's pretty freaking awesome.
So it's +2 specifically to charisma.
Correct.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, make sure to mark down Blessing of the Servant.
I feel less crude than normal. I might even take a bath this week.
And once we are completed with that task, we are officially ready to proceed to the next area on the map, wherever that may happen to be. The elders here in Shizukesa would recommend you make your way to the north of the Central Isle, to the north of your own castle, where the the mountains, the karsts, can be found. There are monasteries, 3 of them in fact, one to be found atop each of these snow-capped mountains. Actually, only one of them is snow-capped. But there's a monastery atop each of these peaks. And the monks who live there will have tasks for you, just as you have found here in the villages. And these tasks will have their own varying degrees of difficulty, as well as their own rewards for successful completion. And how you choose to approach the northern realm is, of course, entirely up to you. I suppose you probably cannot begin plotting that out until I, at the least, move your map back here to the regional area. And Tank already found some maps back in the temple, I believe, which unlocked a lot of this northern area. So we've got a pretty good idea of what lays between here and there. It's really just a matter of, do we stay on this isle and take the northern bridge, or do we take the bridge that's closest to us and then travel north from there and maybe high-five the Thursday crew on our way by? Or do we try to find another option? Do we swim across the river there? If we are adding the NPC, then I will make sure to add that onto his sheet. He is, like, confirming, like, 6 ways from Sunday. Like, this has to be a mistake. Like, there's no way that tending bar and picking up dirty towels just earned me 6,300 gold pieces. This can't be right.
Anybody who's run a tavern at LARP knows that's where you get all the money.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you got some thirsty and hungry adventurers out there.
Well,
if you don't want to serve, selling spell components is a handy substitute.
Yeah, Fia would insist that he get a share since he did some work as well.
I greatly appreciate that. I will make sure to put it to good use. Maybe next time we see that, Moorlander fella.
You know, if we had a boat, I would know how to sail it.
I mean, the river's only like 30 feet wide. I'm a gnome and I could almost step from one bank to the other.
Yes, like there are bridges. Why are we what?
Lonnie's just gonna like go towards a bridge and just be like, "Why are we arguing about this?" I'm just gonna like start walking towards a bridge, and if someone follows me, then someone follows me.
I mean, we see the South Bridge, so I figure why not head towards the south bridge.
You should each have the ability to move the party token, and only your team. So if you try to move the Thursday token, you should be unable to do so, and likewise with them. I think I assigned them by the player as well as I could. We're going to check out the South Bridge. Alright, so we say our farewells to our friends in Shizukesa at some point through all of that. We also went up to group level 5, which, I mean, that's definitely level 5 for everybody. But it could be even higher depending on where you are already at. Guess we'll hold off on the gardening here for a bit. We're fresh out. Rats. Alright. And, yep, you are all set. Okie dokie. Let's do a group survival check as we make our way across the bridge. Go ahead, move your party token onto that central aisle there. Five down, 2 to go. Looking pretty good so far. Not bad. I mean, even a natural 1, everything else we got going in there is pretty good to offset that. Yeah, there's something on this island that, yeah, you definitely are getting a hairs raised on the back of your neck, and definitely want to be looking over your shoulder sense. There are some massive footprints in the mud on this side of the bridge, big enough for like half your party to stand inside of. There is evidence of one big something or just a horde of undead. I mean, you guys have seen undead in massive like hundreds, and the damage they can do when they're all just bunched up like that, ravaging through, is pretty substantial. So it's kind of hard to tell the difference. But based on the impressions in the mud you find before this, you're inclined to think it's probably a big something that just tore through the trees and the central area of the island here. And I mean, don't necessarily know how much more I can spell out that there is danger on this isle, but if somebody has danger sense, they can certainly concur that danger is present here. We do not see what it is, but there is every impression that something very large and dangerous has come through here within the last day, we would guess.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Is that little shed that we're next to, is that like right there, or is that farther away?
It is something that once we're in that hex, we will be able to explore, but it is indeed on the map. But because we can only see 60 feet in front of us, even 250-foot hexes, we're kind of limited in how far off we can see.
Well, since it's on the map, let's go ahead and head towards it. I'll point at the map and be like, there's something over here. Let's go check it out real quick.
I will respond. I feel we need to be cautious and as sneaky as possible while here.
I can't spoil anything.
agree.
Just see.
Silence is golden.
What's our main goal again?
Right now we're just
To
crossing.
get rid of the zombies forever.
Well, yeah, that too. But right now we're crossing the river to head farther up north to the mountains or whatever. Well, considering it's not that far of a distance to just kind of pop up to that and then cross over the bridge afterwards, I'm cool with that, but I think we should be stealthy about it.
Agreed.
Definitely agreed.
Alright. I just need to gather your tokens here. Nice. Almost there. Tank's default token is him dead. That makes sense. See if I can find something that does some justice here. Well, that ought to work just fine.
So north is downward or upward? Here.
North is up.
Up.
Okay. So we're kind of going downward into those trees if we go.
Yes, but this was the fastest way across the river and then shoot up north.
Should we go back and then try to hit that bridge up further?
Alright, so we are on the map now. I need to resize Dawn. He got a reduce spell for some reason. So did Tank. Tank is also dead, apparently. Change that. And, yep, we find ourselves here on this map. We can just very faintly make out that shack off in the distance to the southwest of our current location. And some very dark char marks in the central clearing of this map. One thing to note with these trees, in the interest of not bogging down your map with the tree canopy, you really only see the bases of the trees, and then you kind of use the shadows to kind of guess like where the tree cover is and is not. So it's not a bunch of dead tree trunks around here as we have had misinterpreted in the past. It is a lush forest of trees, minus whatever these scorch marks are here in the center. And let's have each of you... Oh, Katie's in death save mode. Man, what's going on with your characters? Let's have you all roll initiative here, just to take our movement in a somewhat organized fashion.
Can I use a vigilant blessing on any one person?
If it is something that takes an action, then not at this moment.
Darn.
As an action,
It is one of those things you would have had to have done like at any other time, you know, saying, you know, hey, while we're traveling, I do this.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, next time we get into something, you're going to have advantage on your initiative, not when I call for initiative.
Noted. Thank you.
Absolute. Alright, that's 6 of you.
How do you do initiative?
On your character sheet, near the top center, you should see the initiative box. Just click the word initiative. Beautiful. Alright, let's shuffle that up. No ties. Alright, so Katie, you've got the first initiative spot here. What you gonna do?
Where exactly is our goal? Because we were heading north, but now we are on an island, correct? What I get for
Correct.
trying to
We
have
are
my
we
dog
are
not come in.
on an island, and we're heading more or less southwest on this map because there is a shack hidden in the gloom over in this area.
Okay. On dog on computer is not the best way to go through life. Okay. Well, I only have a 25-pound dog. I can move her. Okay, so what's my speed? 35. Cool. Okay, so we'll go like over here for a second. Okay, more dog bullshittery. Okay. 10 feet. 20 feet. 30 and 35.
Yeah, the ground here is very warm too. Whatever caused all these scorch marks that you're standing in the center of now was not too long ago.
Well, is that something the others picked up on as well, or is that something I would have to like kind of call back to them to inform them about?
They can all see the scorch marks, but they don't feel the heat radiating from it from their distance.
Well, I'll just call back to them and be like, okay, ground's a little hot up here, guys. Like, let's be a little careful. But that's really all I
if you're
can-
looking back, Fia motions you to shut the fuck up.
There is
Well, you know what? Make me bitch.
from this area over here as something kind of shuffles in the gloom up there, and whatever it was, it's freaking massive.
I mean, let's be real. It was gonna find us anyway, and it still technically hasn't found us, from what I can tell. But that's really all I can do. So we'll pass it to the drunkard.
Yeah, let's pass it to the drunkard. Don, what you got?
Okay. I got some decent stealth.
He's so stealthy, he doesn't even have to roll it. That's how stealthy it is.
Very true.
Oh yeah, you definitely feel the heat from here.
This guy knows some maneuvers.
26, not bad.
And I'm going to stop right about here because I don't want to get too far ahead of everyone else.
Oh, come on. Well, what's up, J-Man? What you got?
Well, her eyes are just huge saucers right now because we were like, oh, let's be stealthy. And these two are just like, let's go straight through and make all sorts of noise. And she's like shaking her head in disbelief. So she's going to go around.
Dude, I'm as silent as the wind. Or breaking wind.
So yeah, she's trying to skirt around. I was going to go south, but it sounded like that's the direction it's in. So I'm going to go around this way.
Well, okie dokie. Let's see who we've got next. That would be Spartan. Your turn.
I'd like to immediately activate my winged boots.
All right.
And so does that take my entire action, just activating them?
Let's see.
No, in this 2014 edition, it's just you just use them and use up at least a minute of their duration. But yeah, you just decide to fly.
All right, then I'm gonna dash, and I'm going to go straight 60 feet into the air.
Alrighty. And you are officially on the other side of this map now because all you see is the tops of trees. Once you're like 40 feet high, you're pretty much off of this map. Is that the intent?
Yes.
Alrighty. So yeah, one of your guys just takes off completely. You're not sure where he went, but none of you see him, and he don't see any of you. Tank, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go and start checking out those scorch marks.
All right.
Dash and get there.
Yeah, it's very, very warm here. Something definitely happened, possibly a fireball, if you had to guess. This isn't the remnants of a campfire. It's not extreme enough to have been a forest fire. Very concentrated to this one spot.
All right, well, that's pretty much all I was gonna do.
Well, all right. Gale, over to your turn.
Okay, so we need to roll stealth.
If you're being stealthy. A lot of the group is just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
That sounds good. So I'm gonna go and join Don.
Cool, cool.
And that is what I'm going to do.
All right. And final in the initiative here, Asmith, your turn.
I can just move 30 feet, right? Or
Correct. If you take, if you don't attack or something, you could take the dash action, which would give you an additional 30 feet. So 60 feet you could move in total.
I think I wanna. I'll do a sneak check if that's okay, and then kind of. What is that? Some bushes behind them?
There are, yes. If you're doing a stealth check, then that actually would have your movement. So you would only get 15 feet of movement, but depending on your stealth check, most things would not detect you.
Oh, okay. So I can still move to those bushes.
Taking a whole 30 feet of movement then, okay.
I think that's it, right? Do I roll?
You could try to stealth hiding behind those bushes. It's not as effective as if you had been stealthing the whole time, because it's basically like anything and everything saw you run behind that bush, but then they don't see you there, so it's like, I know you're there. I don't see you, but I know you're there.
Yeah, I'll just.
Alrighty. Well, so far, nothing approaching us. Lantirthi, what you gonna do?
See, I told you my yelling wasn't gonna do jack shit. It's fine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, there's the
it's
shack.
Yeah, I was gonna say this thing. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then we'll just go like 1, 2, 3 to there, and I don't see any baddies coming after us / me in the immediate vicinity. So I think that's really all I need to do is just my movement, and then give it back to Manny.
Okay. Yep, Manuel, over to you.
Okay. I think we're going to. Oh, come on over this way, monkey. We're going to follow a more circular.
All right.
There we go. I've got a 45 move. If I double move at stealth, that puts me there. And oops, sorry for the double roll.
All right. Decent. Not as good as last time, though. What about J-Man?
And that's it.
Okay. And it is technically Spartan's turn on the top of the canopy of trees. You don't hear anything going on down there. Not much of anything going on up here.
I'd like to move 60 feet closer towards the shack, just still in midair.
Got it.
How far in the air is he?
He's on the other side of the tops of the trees. He's like 60 feet high.
Does he have more of a vantage point from there?
He can't see anything. All he sees is the tops of the trees.
Oh, okay.
Just like you guys see the bottom of the trees. You're on complete opposite sides of the canopy at this point. Let's see. Do a bit of that. Do a bit of that. Okay, Tank, over to your turn.
All right, we're gonna continue going towards the shack.
Okay. Oh, yeah, as you get much closer to it, you can see that it is literally just a foundation, 4 pillars, and a rickety roof. There's something on the foundation near the center, kind of bowl-shaped. Might be a well, might just be a stone bowl, but otherwise it looks to be pretty featureless.
All right, then I'm gonna go head over to the stone bowl.
Alrighty. And no sooner do you reach that point than we hear a roar in a direction that we already knew something to be. Slightly off of the map here, something makes its presence known as Tank goes stomping across the forest floor here without an ounce of regard for stealth. And from the canopy of the trees, standing almost entirely 40 feet high, so this thing's head is brushing the tops or the bottom of the canopy here, can just see the horned head of one of the more epic encounters any party could ever face. Let's add ourselves to the initiative.
A lizard man named Stevo?
Yes. Well, our turn has already passed, so once Tank is done here, we will finish taking our turn. As once again, you make it to the center there, you're able to see that the stone bowl appears to be molded from the ground itself, almost like somebody constructed this shack around where this stone bowl was a naturally occurring formation. It is a bowl that bears evidence of numerous uses over the years. It's obviously been filled with a lot of different liquid. You can see different stain marks on the inside of it, different chips from the stone itself, almost like it's been used possibly as in a mortar and pestle at some point in the past. What its exact purpose is, you are unable to discern. For the appearance of the Tarrasque, most certainly has your full attention.
Good. Are we done sightseeing? I think we should go.
Was that all of Tank's turn?
Yeah, it took Dash to get there.
All right. And Spartan is just
Diana.
on the other side of all of this right here. It is my turn right now, regardless of what the turn order appears to show. And yeah, Spartan is on the other side of the canopy here. He can hear and see the leaves kind of shuffling underneath him. And as the Tarrasque lets loose a fearsome bellow, that's something everyone can hear. Everyone within 120
Okay, Dan, I have
feet
to
of it.
leave for my appointment.
I'm
so
sorry, what?
I left my stuff for Don.
Very cool.
I have to leave for my appointment, so everything is here for Don to
Understood.
take over for me.
Very cool. Take it easy. Have a good one. So yes, this will include everyone. You are all aware of its presence, so DC 17 Wisdom saving throws or be frightened.
Right. Can I add a thing to that?
Inspirations, hero points, you can certainly always use to modify the rolls. So far, Lantirthi's the only one who looks at this thing and throws up a middle
I'd
finger.
like to use some inspiration.
Inspiration.
Very good. Inspiration for Dawn will succeed. Inspiration for Tank will succeed. Inspiration for Spartan, you're going to need to re-roll because neither of those two are good. Natural 20, you're certainly good in that respect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're just waiting on Azimuth.
Is saving throws different than just wisdom?
Correct, yeah. Just to the right of your wisdom, strength, dexterity, all that, you'll see the littler box that says saving throws, and they'll have the exact same words there. Click the wisdom in that spot.
I see the saving throws, but then it's just that.
Oh, goodness. I don't know why all of your saving throws are selected. That should not be the case. What are rogues proficient in? Dex and wisdom?
Should be Dex and Intelligence.
Dex and Int.
So use their magic. If they are magic user rogues, then intellect is their spellcasting ability.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what saves they're proficient in.
Indeed. So yeah, just to the right here where you see your saving throws,
Oh.
click the word wisdom.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Oh no, a natural one. Well, okay, that means that all of you made your save except for Azimuth, who is just in thanking the Lord that he wore the brown pants today. And so that is the start of the Tarrasque's turn to frighten the bejesus out of some of you. And,
Yeah, I've been pretty scared shitless of this thing since the beginning.
I mean, this looks just about perfect right here. I think we're going to give this a shot. We're going to do a bit of this. Oh yeah, look at that line right there. And it's 10 feet wide, so in case there's any doubt, we are definitely hitting Lantirthi, Feeling, and Manuel with a 240-foot long, 10-foot wide line.
I do want to remind you I had a 22 stealth check in case it's trying to target me.
Gotcha. I do have an insane range on the blind sight. Oops. Did not mean to click that. Just double check this real quick. Yep.
You know, I was the one who recommended the boat.
Thursday already had a run-in with this.
Gotcha. Okay, had to double check some terminology there, but yeah, looks like we're still good to go. So we're gonna... Yeah, that's painful. Dexterity saving throws from Dawn, J-Man, and Katie there. 78 radiant damage on a failed save, or half on a successful one. If you are reduced to 0 hit points, you are disintegrated. Well, geez. All right. We are looking at half damage then, which looks like 39 damage there. And then, of course, evasion, all that, what have you. Very, very potent AoE right there that also
Nobody
shaves
died.
through some bushes and tree canopy in that respect. And that is all that this thing has going for it. And Feeling, what is your passive perception?
21.
21. There is a loud bellow of pain and, if you had to guess, anger somewhere far off in the distance of that 240-foot line, like well off the map, like maybe like way the shit out here. And whatever it is, it's big. And it's stomping in this direction also. It has not yet entered the initiative. That will do for the interrupted turn. That will pass it over to Moahula, who is now controlled by Dawn. And it is also at this moment that the ground will begin to smolder, melt even briefly as sand begins to quickly make that shift to glass. And a fire elemental emerges from beneath the sand there. And you've never seen an elemental panicked before, but this one looks over at Moahula with a bit of panic. Oops, I should add for
Boat.
quality of life
You should
purposes.
have taken a boat.
Boom. It's got a green health bar, just so we know. It is friendly.
Okay. So since it's friendly, she's not going to attack it.
Can I motion it to me?
Yeah, Thursday got the debut of the Tarrasque right here. Or not necessarily the debut. Technically, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning all experienced the original debut of this back in the Coalescence Act 4 when we thought we had cleared a castle and it was going to be our future home, and then the Tarrasque ravaged that sumbitch to the ground. And yes, this is the exact same Tarrasque.
All right.
Caught
She's
up.
going to double move, run this way.
Get behind that tree
because
trunk.
she is, I mean, she's a barbarian, but this is way too much.
I hear you. This is about as extreme a challenge as they come, and our characters are only 5, 6, 7, or 8 in experience level. Let's see what Azmith has right here before we go to our halftime break. Azmith is frightened, so he may not willingly move closer to the Tarrasque. And any attacks that he makes while the Tarrasque is within his line of sight are made at disadvantage. Otherwise, you're free to do as you like. You can move parallel to the Tarrasque. You can kind of circle around it. You just can't move closer to it.
Yeah, I'm definitely moving parallel. You said I can double move like a dash?
You can. You can move 12 squares in total if you do a dash. And if you manage to end your turn behind like the trunk of a tree so that you're no longer able to see this thing, your saving throw against the fear will be made normally and not at disadvantage. If you can still see the thing, your saving throw each turn is made at disadvantage. Right there, you're kind of able to press your back against the tree, get a breath of air, and make another wisdom saving throw.
All right, once.
Looking to get a 17 or better. Nice. No longer frightened. Yeah, this thing is definitely could kill you in one hit, but at least you are no longer frightened in a mechanical sense. And that is where we will pause it here for our halftime break, friends. We will catch up with you shortly here. Let's copy that chat box over to our BRB screen here as well. So any chat y'all want to do out there in Streamland, we will keep for posterity's sake here. As you know, these videos all end up on our YouTube archive. RoleplayingUnlimited.youtube.12345. I don't know what look up Roleplaying Unlimited on YouTube. That's where all our videos are. We'll see you shortly, friends. Are you with us? Welcome back, friends. Who's ready to kick some ass? Or have the asses kicked? Katie, top spot is for you.
Okay, cool. Hopefully that's working now. Okay. So I think the first thing, well, yeah, fuck it. Why not do this? I'm going to actually cast a spell. Oh my god. Look, it's fucking crazy. I'm definitely within 90 feet, so I'll use my bonus action to do a hunter's mark on our pal here. Just for fun, I guess. And I think it gets me yeah, an extra d6 damage too. Ha, cool. Okay. So then with that on there, I'm going to do my my 2 attacks and maybe hit it.
Not with a 16. That arrow is just going to bounce right off of its very, very tough carapace.
Fun. So that was 2 misses, which is just beautiful and totally checks out for me.
Fuck you.
I mean, I guess I'll move. I don't think it's going to really help in the long run, but I mean, he could probably see me. You know what? Like, how big is this? Like, tall? I should say.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 40 feet tall.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's moving isn't really going to help that much, probably. Oh, I'm gonna
I admire your honesty.
Well, thank you. What I will do though is I'll move here, so that way there's not like a huge, like a 3-person line with me, Well, and Fia.
Just remember
And
the
I
name of
also-
the game is making friends and influencing people. You guys have to calm this Tarask down and be its buddy.
No. Look, if I were Dewdrop tonight, you know I would try to befriend that thing. If I were Dewdrop tonight, I'm not Dewdrop tonight. That is Monday night, sir. But then it doesn't really incentivize him with any straight lines of death, basically. At least not with me in it. Let's check over things. Yeah, I don't really think I have anything else I can do, so I will pass it on.
Well, okie doke. Don, what you gonna do?
Run like hell?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, basically this pathway right over here is leading like right off the map. I'm about to fall off the world.
Roll an insight check.
God damn it, I knew it was a flat earth.
Yeah, that path would lead you further into the island and eventually across the island. Your instincts tell you that if your intent is to get away from this thing, then you should probably go back the way you came, because otherwise running deeper into this thing's domain is probably going to cause it to chase you down.
Thank you.
Yeah, you maybe make it like 15.
Retreat! Everyone retreat!
You make it like 15 feet away and you're like, I don't know about that. Maybe we go the other way. You just see more broken trees and you're pretty sure there's a big spot where has it been wallowing in a big ass pit of mud way the hell up? Yeah, I don't want to go that way.
Moa, this way!
Scamper, scamper, scamper.
Yep, and that'll be my turn. I ain't antagonizing, I ain't doing anything. I'm waving hi to the fire elemental.
Alright, well, the Tarask is unable to regenerate its disintegration breath. Guess that's good and bad news. Means we have to do something different. Pretty much always going to do this as a loud bellow at the start of its turn. At this point, though, all of you have made your saving throws, so it's pretty much just a flavor backdrop to remind you that this thing is loud. And let's move just a little bit over here. We're gonna reach into that shack with a claw attack. See if we can grab tank there. I think we did. 28 for 30 physical damage. Crunch. Brings its hand back out of the shack. Almost takes out one of the pillars. Realizes, oh, I don't get a grapple attempt with that. Just got a few shreds of tank's abdomen stuck on the end of a claw. Alright, fine. We'll step on over here. They'll throw one of those claw attacks over at Lantirthi. Oof!
Since he moved within, is he within 5 feet of Aegis?
I did just move to within 5 feet of him.
Cool. Then he has disadvantage attacking Lantirthi.
Okay, I'm gonna guess a 31 will still hit.
Well, wouldn't you know, it does.
Yep, 31 to hit for 26 of your 36 hit points right there. Ouch. And sensing the dog kind of harassing it here at its ankle, it's going to turn and attack over at the dog. We're going to sweep a tail in your direction. Crunch. And yeah, we're going to hit the dog with a 30 bludgeoning points of damage there. If it is still active, it'll need a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. Oh, damn, it is still active. All right.
I did that because I'm still doing the math.
Oh, gotcha. And we're going to step over right here, which technically would provoke an attack of opportunity from tank if you wanted to, because I did just step out of your threatened zone. Man, yeah, they're just going to bounce right off of its ankle. Almost have trouble holding on to the weapon after. And we got 2 targets left here. We're smelling some blood in the water, so we're going to do a horn attack over at Moahula. Oof. Is the disadvantage on every attack or just on one attack?
I think it's just one.
Gotcha. I think a 26 still hits Gale, but that is a bigger difference than last time.
Oh, definitely.
Alright, so yeah, 24. If it succeeds by more than 5, she needs to roll a con save or be stunned. DC is 20. Ruh-roh.
He's gonna spend inspiration.
Very good. And we've got one final attack here. It's a bite attack, and yeah, we're gonna try to swallow us some Lantirthi here. That is a 24 to hit for 24 piercing. I believe we've got an unconscious Lantirthi in our maw. And that is 25, 30. We've still got 10 more feet of movement. We're gonna just stay where we are. And pass that turn order over to J-Man, chilling out over here with 6 hit points remaining. Don't forget your regen.
Told her to be quiet, didn't I?
Even unconscious and dying.
Well, I mean, shit, I guess you're gonna get it now.
You see your middle finger dangling out of this thing's open maw. I could go for a Snickers right about now.
So how hard would it be to get Lantirthi out of there?
It won't be easy. Effectively, you'll be...
I think I might be taking over the team here, Jay. Just go.
His mouth is open, correct?
I mean, open in the sense that I'm chewing, and I don't really have the best table manners.
I have an idea, but it might be, like, sort of a bad idea, but I think it might work.
Those are the best ideas.
Yeah, as far as trying to free her, it would basically require getting into that space, using the action to free her from the grapple based on the existing DC, and then hopefully getting away without being attack of opportunity.
So, I'm gonna wait for my turn to describe my plan.
Good call. You never know what'll change between now and then.
I mean, obviously, Thea will like kind of hobble up from it being blasted by that fucking Godzilla breath, and when she sees it, just like T-Rex on the lawyer to Lantirthi, she's like, Lantirthi, no! And anybody who's looking can see like she's trying to formulate a plan of how to save her.
Very admirable. Holy crap, that dog is still alive! 40 HP, very beefy. Yeah, that fire elemental is going to use its turn to just go back underground once it sees that the Tarrasque has returned. It is not interested in trying to contest that thing again, especially seeing as it was very ineffective last time.
Would I be able to use that to pull her out of the mouth?
She is still considered a creature. Would have to hit her AC. She does have some cover. She would take damage, which would inflict a failed death save, and she is kind of like 40 feet high, so she might also take some damage on hitting the ground, but those considerations notwithstanding, you could give it a shot.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I also have winged boots and a base speed of 45, so I can get up to her if I need to.
Gotcha.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get within, like, kind of low, not all the way up to where its mouth is, but a little lower, and like, so I'm within like 10 feet, so I can try to whip her to me.
Okay.
And then I'll use the bonus action to give her a potion of healing.
Gotcha. Are you going to try and catch her, basically?
Essentially, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So, of course, movement is its own thing. The attack roll, we'll see how that does. I'd say she's got +2 bonus to armor class from cover at this point, so you're looking to beat a 18 AC. Technically, it is a melee attack against a prone opponent, so you would have advantage. That's going to be good regardless. And, yeah. Yeah, we didn't really discuss any of that, so we're not going to move the goalposts now that you're midway through. I'm like, should the Tarrasque oppose this? Nah. Alright, so let's have you roll an acrobatics check to try to catch her.
Before he even does that, I'm going to cast Featherfall on her.
Post it up. Let's see, 60 feet. We definitely got that. I would say you could see her.
Huge reaction.
Very. Wait. When did I give you a small feather or a piece of down? I never included that in any of our previous adventures. I call BS. Okay, I would say still roll the acrobatics check to try to catch her, because you don't know that he's casting this, but the casting will go off just fine. And yeah, you're kind of clumsily able to get a hold of her, but she immediately squirms out of your grasp, and you realize that she has been affected by a feather fall. She is moving very, very slowly. So you can do the bonus action without a hitch at this point. Oh, damn, giving her a supreme 46 hit points back there for Lantirthi.
That was impressive.
Very. And that's everything for J-Man then, huh?
That is my turn. I'll write up a description now.
Alright, I would say you're about 30 feet. Slowly falling at this point is Lantirthi. And I'm going to stick to the plan, which is Legendary Interrupt. And the saving grace is that I cannot immediately swallow Lantirthi here, which would just make this whole process so much more difficult. The bad news is I'm still going to bite, and Lantirthi is the only one, aside from Moahula, within my range. And you just stole my snack, bro, so we're going to try and get it back. Oh! And we did. The difference this time being is that she is inside the Tarrasque's mouth with 3 hit points. Chomp. And now it is Spartan's turn, who is right about here, but 20 feet higher than the top of the trees. You can hear all kinds of stuff going on now. Stomping, crashing, shouting, come over here, oh my god, Lantirthi, no! All kinds of stuff going on.
So, I'm going to descend slowly to where I can see the Tarrasque.
Pretty much got to be in the branches of the trees to do that, which could impose some difficulties depending on what you're trying to do, but you are able to descend at least to that point to where you can see it. So
Can
you're about
I
50 feet high at this point?
My entire movement to hopefully, like, time my... I want to fly as fast as I can towards the Tarrasque and, like, towards its mouth in order... Because it's chewing currently, right?
Correct.
So I want to fly and try to grab Lantirthi.
You can try to do that. You'll have better luck doing it on your turn than trying to ready an action, because readying an action, you can only do one thing, and that would be either move or try to dislodge her, whereas right now it's your turn. You've got your full suite of actions at your disposal, and you've only moved 10 feet of your however far you can move.
I have a action surge. Can I use that in cadence while I'm trying to do all of this?
You could absolutely use action surge on your turn, which would just give you an additional action for whatever you deem it necessary.
Can I go with my plan using said action surge?
So we're going to move basically here then, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And then how are you trying to free her? You just trying to like reach in and like grab her out of there with your hands?
Yeah, like a flyby type of thing.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're going to roll an athletics check, and you're looking to beat the DC of 20. And if you get that, then you will successfully dislodge her. Natural 20 again, so you are definitely good on that. And let's see, that would
So,
have been
good question. That was just movement and my action surge. Could I dash?
that was what is your movement in total? Is it 60 feet?
60 feet total if I dash.
Okay, if you dash. So right now you've done your 30 feet of movement and an action. You could action surge and then use that to dash. The issue is that as soon as you move out of this thing's threatened zone, it's going to get an attack of opportunity on you, which could change what you do after that, especially if its attack of opportunity is a bite and it now has you inside of its jaw. You could use your action surge to disengage, but you don't have any movement left to get away without the attack of opportunity. So now we're kind of... You have an action and a bonus action still if you action surge, so you got to figure out what you can do with that.
Can I lay hands bonus action?
I think lay hands is an action, but if you have a potion in your inventory, you can feed that as a bonus action. Or if you have like healing word, that's a bonus action magic. That is one of the nicer things that I've discovered with the updated 24 character sheets is you can filter all of your actions by action, bonus action, reaction, so you don't have to remember or always try to be filtering through all of your abilities. You just be like, what are my reactions? Boom, here's the 5 of them that I have. It's kind of cool.
I'm gonna give a potion of healing.
Gotcha. Is it a standard potion of healing? Or greater healing, superior?
In my inventory, it just says potion of healing. It might be a supreme potion of healing. It just wasn't marked that way.
It's probably a potion of healing because I think you just started getting your storage locker potions. The people who have the supremes got them from a hype train that we had back in November, I believe. So potion of healing is going to be 2 die 4 plus 2. Go ahead, roll that, and we can add that to Katie's hit points. So 6 more hit points there.
That's not good roll.
Could have been worse. We've seen double ones. That's a spoiled milk potion.
Am I still able to have my movement to move away?
You could action surge and then dash, but again, this thing's going to get an attack of opportunity on you. So take that into account.
I'm risking it. Yep, let's do that.
All right. Let's see what we're going to do here. One, 2, 3, 4. We're going to randomize to see what attack of opportunity it's using. It's going to swipe at you with a claw as you vacate its space here. Oh dear God!
Can I use anything against that?
If you have a silvery barbs spell, you could say that it's a 24 instead of a natural 20, and you only took 36 instead of, what is that, 55 hit points, something like that?
I'll be fine. I'll take the hit.
36, 46, yeah, 55 points of damage. You got 2 hit points left after that. That is going to rock you down to your very marrow. Oh!
I'm still out. I'll take it.
Ouch. Let me double check something here on the sheet. Nope. Okay. So yeah, which direction are you moving? You got 30 more feet.
Back towards where we came from.
All right. Go ahead, move your token. Katie will move hers to follow, since technically she's being escorted at this point. With the feather fall, too, it's kind of nice. You don't really have to carry her. She's kind of like, again, as light as a feather, so you can just kind of like grab her wrist and like pull her along, or you've got like the edge of her hood and pulling her along because she's just that light at this point. And that is Spartan.
That is by far the best save I've ever done.
Solid double save right there. You had it stolen and you got it right back. The Tarrasque is going to legendary action again. We're going to move up to half our speed. It is charging right after you, and it's almost got Lantirthi inside of its jaws once again with how close it got right there. Tank, that is your turn.
Oh, hey, I can get an attack by opportunity on that.
I missed that entirely. Go right ahead. My bad. Oh, sorry, Charlie Murphy. I was having too much fun. Oh, man. You almost broke your frickin' wrist trying to hit this thing.
Yeah, you should kick at it. Hey.
It's another feature that we revealed in J-Man's game last night. If you guys hover your token or hover your cursor over the Tarrasque, you can see a new feature that will be seen here in future games. Little descriptors for certain tokens, descriptors for certain areas on the map. It'll encourage you to kind of navigate around a little bit more, and it'll be less as you're walking around me going like, hold on a second, you see this over here. Like, I'll have something pre-labeled so you can walk over there, make the discovery yourself, and convey that information to the party. I think it'll be a lot more fluid and fun. Yeah, I can talk. I am your death. Tank, it's over to your turn. I jest, of course.
All right. I am going to do something kind of creative here for once.
Oh.
I'm going to move up here, and I'm going to cast Web.
All right. Let's see. 20-foot cube. Webs are difficult terrain. Creature that starts their turn has to roll a dex save. Okay.
And I'm casting it so as the Tarrasque is the only one captured in it. And I'm going to yell for somebody to light it on fire.
Gotcha. Just a heads up / reminder on the measurement tools here on Roll20. They're not always accurate. Like what you're showing there is like a fireball radius, whereas a 20-foot cube. I will drop down some webs here. That's 15. This is actually a 20-foot cube, which of course you can easily use to only get the Tarrasque inside of its AoE. But yeah, 20-foot cube is literally 4 squares by 4 squares. Is that where you want it? Did you want it like on the other side of it? Kind of like corner?
I want it to be pretty much encompassing the Tarrasque.
On the exactly the same size as it. Okay.
Yes, and I'm going to yell to light it on fire.
All right. Well, let's get nuts. I think we should really, really get nuts here. Remember that loud, roaring protest off the north side of the map a while ago?
Please no.
What could it be? What could it be? Wait just a damn minute!
But wait, there's more.
Is that a second Tarrasque? That is a second Tarrasque.
Can we leave? Can we just leave? I didn't know about the second one.
Yeah, I figured in the Coalescence multiverse spirit here, let's drag a Tarrasque in from a different existence onto this one. This Tarrasque is not native to here either. That's partly why it's playing out of sorts. When it was first discovered, it was actually burrowed and just kind of hanging out underground because it was very kind of scatterbrained and just out of sorts as far as like where it was and what it was supposed to be doing. And then the party, of course, walked right up on it, and since then it's just been enraged and attacking everything. And it just happened to clip this one way the hell out in the distance for a decent chunk of damage, which I'm only now just taking off of its health bar.
Does that mean it's going to attack the other Tarask for attacking it?
I mean, when it jumps onto this map, it is full enraged, looking pissed off at this other Tarask. It does not even really seem to notice. It doesn't seem to notice Azimuth right there at all.
Thank God.
So yes, we are going to continue our journey here.
Time for betting war. Which Tarask?
30.
It's like that quote. Let them fight.
40 feet. There we go. The Tarask versus the variant Tarask. This ought to be fun.
And Fia just goes.
Betting war. Who's going to win?
It's going to turn out to be that final scene in Deadpool versus Wolverine where there's like 500 Deadpools.
Well, and Fia is over here like, hi.
I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get Land Theory away. I'm like, no.
You put two Tarask together and put them to a Madonna soundtrack in fucking Invincible. So here's the thing. This is a different Tarask with a different frightful presence. We're going to need each of you to roll a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw here again against the other Tarask. Holy crap, TJ! It's your third natural 20 tonight, bro.
I am taking that.
Nice.
Mo is using another inspiration because they are going to come back next month.
That is true.
I'm not, because I should be afraid. I'm very afraid anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah, this is a combined challenge rating of over 50. Like, you could be playing level 20 characters and this would still be a challenge. So, yes, get the hell out of here. Don't linger.
Does Tirthy automatically succeed seeing how I'm flying, carrying
I mean,
away?
She could still I mean, she definitely made it with that pair of 25s, but she could certainly be in more of a terrified state.
I'm going to use a inspiration too.
All right, no frightened for him. And then our Tarask will lay into the Tarask here with 5 attacks. We're going to do a Claw. Oof! We're going to do a Horn attack, a Tail attack, and a Bite attack. So that is 49, 60...
It's going to do all of that at disadvantage.
Why is that? Doesn't the dog have to be next to the person that's attacking?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said our Tarask as in the variant.
Gotcha. No, this is the Tarask attacking. All right. So what did I have? 76, 110. 142 points of damage. I better move these webs out of the way, otherwise the webs will take the damage. Oof! Yeah, they are just all up in each other's space right now. This thing just lays into it. It's technically caught up in the webs also, but really doesn't seem to care. Because, yeah, you blasted me with radiant damage when I was taking a fucking siesta, you piece of shit. So, that's it. And, who the fuck are you, variant Tarask? I'm the original recipe. Best. Mohula. Over to her turn. I don't know. Don? Hello? Hello?
Wake up!
Are you okay?
No!
No, I'm trying to go from one room to another, and I think her headset turned off. So she's just going to move. She's just going to get the hell out of Dodge, not make any attacks.
Sure.
And I'll move her to where she needs to be, and you're all set to go with the next person.
All right. Let's see where you go. Oh, I guess he has to move to a different location entirely just to move the characters. So yeah, let's have Azimuth start taking your turn.
Okay, so whatever happened to this fire element?
It went right back. It burrowed itself back into the earth here by the old scorchy mark.
Okay. And which way is the exit?
The northeast corner where we came in.
Northeast, right. Alright, well, I think I will start securing a path for, leaving.
Sure.
So I guess I'll just... Oh, wait. Someone said that they shrouded one of the... What do you call them? The
The Tesseract. No, the the Tarrasque.
Tarrasque. Yeah. So someone put it like a cloud or something they wanted set on fire.
It's got a web, a magical web, completely covering it. That if you can set that on fire, it might do some extra oomph there to the Tarrasque.
So I have a couple fire spells, but I'm not sure if they have distance to it. I can't really see the attack, the information on them.
Post up the spell. Let's see what we're looking at. If it's Fire Bolt, definitely has some range to it. I think most fire spells do, even Burning Hands. Burning Hands just have to be a lot closer. But even that's got like...
Searing Smite. I don't know how to copy and paste it. It keeps asking me at what level I want to cast it at.
Just cast it at level 1. And then click confirm, and then we can see. I think this is the kind of thing, though, that... Yes, this adds on to your existing weapon. So whatever weapon you're holding, it's going to add fire damage to that weapon.
So radiant damage isn't the same, right?
I'd say if you have a throwing knife, you could use that and then have Searing Smite. It would still count, I would think.
Right.
Well, it says it has to be a melee weapon attack in the first sentence there. Next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack.
Melee weapon.
Correct. Dagger technically is a variable weapon, so it could work, but it would have to be used in the melee capacity.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess that idea's out. I'm just gonna move away further.
All right.
Do a flyby.
I can fly.
He's like, I just got my first pair of boots, man. Where are you guys all getting these wings?
While you're running away, run past the Tarrasque and cut it with your dagger using Searing Smite.
No, thank you.
And you'll try to get the new guy killed.
I think that was 12, right? I could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good there. All right, well, let's, before we pass it over to Katie, let's legendary interrupt with the OG Tarrasque. And yeah, we're going to take a bite attack on the variant Tarrasque. Chomp. That's another hit. That's another good chunk of damage there. Oof. And now it's Katie's turn.
Okay, well, I'm still being carried by a Spartan, as far as I know.
Carried / escorted. Nothing says that
Yeah.
you can't just
I am
go your own way.
currently mid-air flying, carrying you away.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you're light as a feather. If
I'm-
you let go, you'll fall to the ground.
Yeah, okay, so movement is kind of a moot point right there, but I'm assuming I can still fire my bow and arrow.
Sure.
Okay, because then I'm gonna go on Mr. I am your death. Okay. Because guess what? Now I'm mad that you tried to eat me fucking twice. But now you're gonna get
Aw.
digged. God damn it. You know what? Just because it's 11:20 my time and I haven't used it yet, we'll use my inspiration to reroll one of them.
All right, give it a go. All right. And let's see, we're using inspiration, but it's at disadvantage unless you have crossbow expert. We're using the first number though. 26 is good enough. 25 is the armor class for the big motherfucker here.
Oh, Jesus.
So 26 will hit. We're not undead, so we do not take favored foe damage. We
Are
do
you
take
celestial?
the carved. We wish.
Okay.
We
They're
are.
a favorite foe too.
Yeah, we are a monstrosity, a titan, by more specific.
Yeah.
So we'll take 13
yeah,
damage from that.
Yeah. There you go. And that's like all I can do.
Yep, unless you let go of Spartan, fall down to the ground without taking damage, and then you can move your movement.
I plan on healing you while I'm flying away because I have lay hands.
I wasn't gonna let go anyway because I was like, it's gonna be my luck that even in like as I'm falling, it's gonna reach out and try to bite at me and get me. So I'll just stay with my friend.
Yeah, I have a level in cleric and a level in paladin, so I have a little bit of healing on me.
All right, Dawn, that's over back to you then. Uh-oh, is he in the wrong seat for this turn? Get back to your chair. Take your turn. Go.
Damn it, Dawn.
Sorry, Gail just got home and she's like, "What did I miss?" And then just trying to, and all of a sudden it's like, I'm running.
Of course, that when Manuel runs, it's the Jack Sparrow run, so it's just comic.
Oh yeah, no kidding. All right, and I'm almost off the. I'm pretty much one step from being up.
Very close.
And that'll. I mean, I could easily just get myself off the map, but I want to just stick around here for a second or two. So I'm done. So yeah, I take a quick run, get to here, and then the monkey is like, "What the fuck?"
Well, the Tarrasque variant will refresh its legendary actions. It will also regenerate a great deal of the damage that it has taken. And then it is going to, just like always, Frightful Presence. And then it's going to swallow the Tarrasque that's... No, it doesn't have that capacity. It doesn't have Snake Jaw. Well, what the shit? Let's, Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're gonna bite the Tarrasque. We're gonna claw the Tarrasque. We're gonna horn the Tarrasque. That...
At disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, same results. First 2 attacks miss. Second 2 attacks hit. 57 points of damage. No potential for stun.
I'd say you can get your dinner elsewhere.
And then we're going to sweep this tail out at one of you within our reach. Probably going to be Lantirthi, but it is possible it could be someone else.
I triple dog dare you.
Oh, we're definitely attacking Lantirthi.
If I'm carrying Lantirthi, I'm currently 50 feet in the air.
Yep, I've got the reach with this attack. I am 40 feet high, and I've got some pretty long limbs here, so 50 feet is not a problem. So 37 to hit Lantirthi there. Another 37. Technically a 24 because I'm at disadvantage, but that will still hit. And I'm going to have Spartan roll the strength saving throw since he is carrying her. If he doesn't make the save, he will relinquish. Okay.
Can I use inspiration?
Use that inspiration. Take the 24, so you'll hold tight there. She will get dropped into death save. And that will be it for the Tarask turn. Over to J-Man, who's kind of just caught up in the middle of all of this, kind of tucked right here behind the other Tarask.
I was going to say, I can't get to my token. I'm like, I can't. I'm here forever. Oh, God.
That's right. You're screwed.
Okay. So, with all that going on, nothing happened to me, huh?
Nothing at all. Yeah, I mean, you kind of got jostled around a little bit as you're kind of like right up on the flank of this thing, but it never once turned its attention to you.
Well, that's good.
Sorry.
Now, I am very, very afraid of the new guy. Let's see if I can keep my wits about me. So I will disengage and fly away.
All right. And hopefully you can roll that same save at the end of the turn, because that'll make it. And good thing for the disengage, because both of the Tarasks have their reactions now.
Yeah, so it's like, if I didn't make a very good wisdom save, I would have tried dashing instead of disengaging.
Oh.
I gotta get away. But I made the save, so I was smart about it. And then I get to roll the save again.
Correct. DC 17.
Nope, it's scary.
Oh boy. Well, shit. I mean, this is, it's getting a little ridiculous, but we're going to Legendary Interrupt with the variant Tarask. Yeah, we are going to bite the Tarask once again. Shred off another chunk of flesh right there. The other Tarask will likewise Legendary Interrupt with its own bite and miss, unfortunately. And then that'll bring up Spartan's turn.
I'm going to...
Don't forget your own 6 hit point regeneration because you're an epic supporter.
So I'm at 8 hit points, yay!
Hey!
I'm going to cast Spare the Dying.
Alright. Means she won't have to roll death saving throws, but she's still at 0 hit points.
And then I'm going to move.
Okay. Are you moving or are you disengaging? Because you are still within the threatened range of both of these things.
Disengaging.
They might turn their attention to you.
Well, he already cast a spell as his action.
Oh, shit. That is correct.
Crap. You know what? Do I want to risk it? Risk it for the biscuit to just get away.
Dude, it will hit you. It has a plus 19.
I'd like to use that.
Bonus action, get a little HP back.
That is a very pitiful roll.
Yeah, that could have been better.
I'm still gonna risk it. I'm gonna get away.
No.
Okie dokie. Both of them look in your direction as you move away. And they will simultaneously attack, so I'm going to roll these separately because I have to, but they are technically both occurring at the same moment.
Don't bring them here.
Oh, thank goodness we got a natural 1. That's the only thing that pretty much save you from outright death just about, because the horns from the Tarrasque right here hit a 26 for 38 points of damage.
Does that send me like flying though?
Pretty much crashing to the ground because you're kind of in the middle of the tree brambles and everything at this point. So yeah, it's just a straight shot down.
But like 30 feet away from them.
Oh, no, I didn't like launch you over here or anything. I just kind of like dropped like
well, no, that was my. I was
you.
trying to move away from them during my movement. Can I be traveling that direction?
Well, it's your movement from this square to this square that provokes the attack of opportunity. So it's this square where you take the damage, and then anything that you were intending to do from that point is a moot point because the interruption becomes the play.
Do I also have feather falling because I'm carrying somebody that has feather falling?
You do not, but the wings of flying have their own feather fall in themselves, I have discovered, because I've been knocking another character out who's got wings of flying, and this is the first time I remembered, oh yeah, you don't fall right to the ground, you get hit, and then you just kind of... But yeah, at this point, both of you will be on the ground. Katie's good, doesn't need to roll death saves, but... could easily just get squished in a worst case scenario. Spartan is in death save mode, but your regeneration will take care of that. There are no negative hit points in 5e, you're just at 0 hit points. So as soon as your next turn comes up and you get your 6 hit points, you'll kind of wake up like, what the hell happened? Assuming you do wake up and don't get squished between now and then. Tank, your turn.
So I am 5 feet away from them.
You're 10 feet away from them. Lantirthi's 5 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna throw a firebolt at the webs that are covering the variant Tarrasque.
Okay. That's not
and then
come close. I can't even make an argument for you hit the webs. Like, that is just awful.
Which is why I'm using my last inspiration.
Give it a go. No, good thing it's 23. Alright, 23 is good enough to hit the webs. Not good enough to hit my AC. The webs, of
Oh,
course.
I was aiming at the webs.
I figured as much, but you kind of have to aim at the gigantic thing there to hit the web, since I'm completely covered with them. And yes, it is here that the webs will, of course, spread very quickly, leaving a tiny little scorch pattern across the body of the Tarrasque. And based on the looks of this thing afterwards, you would be inclined to believe that it is immune to fire.
Worth a shot. I'm running. And that's my turn.
All right. OG Tarrasque will lay in with all 5 of its attacks on the altered variant here. 1 of those will get through. 2 of those will get through. Another 37 there. 50, 63 points of damage. Oof. Did not care for that. And I think we will legendary interrupt in response to that. To claw attack the original Tarrasque for an additional 30 points of damage, basically. Ouch. And Moahula is up next.
Okay, can you hear?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, I am going to double move to where Manuel is.
Very good. And as you approach the northeastern edge of the map, you can all hear a terrifying bellow coming from this direction. Just kidding.
No!
Another one? Yeah, we need to have the Spider-Man moment where there's 3 of them and they're all pointing at each other. Asmith, over to your turn. You're a simple move away from just calling it a day, being like, I'm done with this battle. We'll see you at the next one.
Yeah, I guess if I just leave, right? That's a bridge over there, right?
The bridge is like off the map, but yeah, as soon as you step off of the map in any capacity over here, you're safe to go.
Okay, so it's like completely disengaged.
Correct. Yeah, for whatever reason, the Tarrasques are not chasing beyond the confines of this area.
I'm close enough to talk to the others, right?
Oh, definitely.
It's like you wouldn't hate me if I just left. Nope. Okay, I'm just leaving.
Yeah, looks like that's what they're planning on as well. All right. Whoop. There he goes. And we can just remove you from the initiative entirely. It's over to Katie's turn. She doesn't need to roll a death save, but she is unconscious right there at the feet of all this going on. That'll pass it back over to Manuel's turn, who can kind of see all this going on, but you're just about out of here.
Yep. I'm going to go and call it a day.
All right.
I was not trained for this.
Go ahead, drag your tokens off the borders of the map. The Tarrasque variant will reactivate. Does not get its disintegration breath back. It does regenerate a great amount of hit points, though, which is, for those of you close enough to see this battle going on, a stark difference between the two breeds. One of them is regenerating very quickly, the other one either slower or not at all. Hard to tell. Doesn't really seem to be... or is it? We're gonna tail swipe over at that pesky dog that keeps biting at our ankles. 27 for 32 damage. Just scatter Aegis into pieces there. We're gonna dig our horns right into the Tarrasque here in front of us. Another 18. While we got our horns there, go into the both flanks with the claws. 50, 60, 70. Whew. All right. And we got a bite attack. Might as well use that. And that will not get through, unfortunately. We do get our teeth around the neck of this Tarrasque here, but do not manage to get those teeth in there fully. So that is it for Tarrasque variant. That is over to Fielien.
I look back and see the state of things and just go, Aslanteus, he's still in danger.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I am too afraid to approach, though. So,
That lasso got a 40-foot reach.
It's got a 30-foot reach.
Oh, damn. 10, 20. Oh, you might have it. 10, 20. Oh, she's 35 feet away. Son of a bitch.
So with that, I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself and hopefully shake off this fear.
Okay. Damn. That is some potent fear for somebody with a +8 to their wisdom saving throw.
I'll inspo that one, though.
Gotcha. Gonna need a hero point as well. DC is 17. Or a reroll. Finally!
I'll be set free as soon as I regen.
Although technically you should be 10 feet away from them at this point. Right there.
Ah. That is also another thing I was going to clarify, was if I was in the correct spot.
Gotcha. That will...
Yeah, that's my turn. I mirror image and shake off the fear. I'm like gauging how I'm going to get in there and get them out of there.
I think I'm going to interrupt again. Basically just on each other. Oh, looks like the OG Tarrasque gets a little recompense this time around without a retort. And yeah, they're just all grappled up on each other at this point. Neither of them are trying to let go. Neither of them are trying to break free. They are just completely rolling and just breaking apart the trees and bushes here in their assault. Spartan will regenerate, and he's prone, so it's half your movement to get back to your feet. Otherwise, your turn is yours. Remember, you're 10 feet away, so you are still within threatened range of these things.
Am I still flying?
At this moment, the winged boots have set you down on the ground.
Okay, so...
So yeah, you are fully on your back,
is
on your side,
Len
whatever.
still being carried by me? Like, are we just right next to each other?
The latter, yes. You are not still carrying her, but she is still, I believe, under the effects of Featherfall. What is it, like a full minute? Is that the case? Ken's the one who cast that.
So, first option, if I'm still carrying Lantier
1
Thief,
minute.
I would like to disengage
Sure.
to leave.
Yep. So you can certainly disengage. You are no longer carrying her, but she's right there next to you, and she does still only weigh as much as a feather, so it's an easy thing to just reach out, grab her. The only caveat is if your movement is 30, then you can only move 15 feet, because it takes half your movement just to get back to your feet.
Understood. And can I also activate my my boots to fly away? Because in my opinion, flying away is a lot better than running.
You can. Same movement, I believe.
But it is a full disengage.
Correct.
All right. Then we are away.
All right. Katie can go ahead and move your token there to follow. And then Tank, over to your turn.
All right. I am going to go ahead and cast Expeditious Retreat
Nice.
and get the hell out of Dodge.
Accompanied by the alternate 007 theme song from the 60s. The official "Get the hell out of here" song. While you're running, we're going to have the other Tarask retaliate. Ooh, most of those got through. 30, 59, 79, 86, 90, 106, 113 points of damage. Oof. Oh, that hurts. We've got a legendary left. We're going to retaliate with a claw. That will hit. Scratch off another 31 from you. That will bring it at this point, unless anybody really wants to just tempt fate and go back in and toy with these things, I'm thinking we can safely spend the next round getting off the board. Are there any objections?
None.
Alright, sounds like we should stay here and fight.
I mean, if it looks like everybody can get out of there, then yeah, I'll leave too. I was just going to make sure everybody got out.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like that at this point. Lantirthi is stabilized, Spartan is away, the Tarasks are not pursuing, but if there's people still like flitting in and out of their threatened zones without a care, then they will certainly retort in that respect. And just like Thursday Crew, we will be shunted across the bridge, and yeah, that little shack will once again remain unexplored. And unfortunately, if your group had approached from the other side of the bridge, we would have seen the warning that Thursday left for you there on the map. And we will officially populate that area with the Tarask now, as both parties are more than well aware to stay the hell away from that island, at least for the time being. Maybe the Tarask will just stay there. Hopefully it doesn't decide to venture to the next putting green over of Shizukesa, because that could be bad.
Oh, I mean, they still got to fight it out, see who comes out on top.
Oh, definitely. And we'll see.
Can we destroy the bridges?
They are stone bridges. They're not invincible, but they will resist a fair amount of damage.
And it's not, the river isn't going to stop the Tarask from coming if there's no bridge there.
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay.
So with that being the case, and our destination still being up here to the future Cherenji, we will probably end up taking that northern bridge. That's going to take us another hour or so to traverse along the river here before we make our way up there. Thankfully, the occasional Class D orange, which we are easily able to dispatch at this point without need for moving over to a combat map and rolling initiative. There's nothing halting your progress, so we can move the party token up to the bridge, move it across the bridge even, and continue our journey north. Yeah, we can actually see the castle of our friend Tank rising out of the gloom here to the west. Any of your characters with a regeneration value, you're going to be back to full hit points within the next few minutes because you get 3 or 6 hit points back every 6 seconds. So yeah, after we travel like 5 minutes or so, you're good to go hit point wise. Of course, any healing potions that we want to drink during this time, you're better off using your full action for, so you get the full value back.
Does Lentirthi need hit points or have regen?
She does need hit points. She does not have regen.
I'm going to use the maximum amount of lay hands I have to heal, which I believe is 25.
It's 5 times your level.
Then you only get 5 hit points.
I also did 2nd level cure wounds on you, which I posted.
So yeah, it looks like Katie just got 24 more hit points.
Yep. Got it all tracked. Thank you, my loves.
Super cool.
What is your health at now?
A whopping 24.
I'll also use cure wounds.
Oh, but he did great weapon master damage, so he cuts you for 10 and only heals you for 7. It's not very cool, dude. Not
I don't know how to turn that off.
You can check it and uncheck it on the center of your character sheet, but it's kind of tedious to do, so it just makes for a bad joke on occasion. It's the same thing with
there.
Yeah, it's the same thing with sneak attack. Like if you were a rogue and healed somebody, it would show sneak attack damage on top of it. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
So if that's an action, can I also give another potion?
Oh yeah, we've got like an hour and a half in game time to restore. We've got it's all the time in the world basically at this point.
During this time, do we want to summon a merchant to spend some of the gold we got to get items?
It would be smarter to just make a pit stop at the castle rather than waste summoning him.
Either way, I mean, you get a free summon per session if you're an epic or super supporter, but again, we are literally right here. It's like 10-minute walk to get into the castle. But then you're home, does anyone want to leave? You already got your shoes off, people are starting to make dinner, like, you're going to have no incentive to leave. Like, do you call it an early adventuring day, or do we summon him to the field?
I'll hold off on it.
Do we need any mercantile now as it is? I know we did just get a huge chunk of change.
I mean, until I have a chance to really look at what's available, I don't want to try shopping yet.
Yeah, good call. Only got a few minutes left in the session, so we could definitely take a look over that spreadsheet over the next couple weeks before our next session kicks off. And if we want to start the 12th week with a merchant summoning or a jump back over to the castle, we certainly can. Although with the next few minutes here, if we want to keep traveling up the road, we can do that too.
Yeah, I think we should. Although I would ask if this is just, was this considered like light activity? Would this be considered a short rest?
We would need to stop because travel would not be considered light activity, but if we just wanted to stop for an hour somewhere out here in the field, that would certainly qualify for a short rest. That bamboo forest in your guys' backyard has occasionally made for a nice place to relax.
I'm open to it if anybody else is, because some of my stuff will recharge, but I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, no, I'm good with
Yeah,
a short rest.
Don's good with
I'd
a
be down
rest.
for a
What a
short rest.
surprise. Just a reminder, we did take a short rest last session during session 10, so we will be the first table to take a second short rest, although we just did encounter 2 Tarrasques, so no shame in that respect.
Yeah, some of us need undergarment changes.
Nope, I stand corrected. Monday also took 2 short rests. So yeah, Monday and Wednesday have both taken short rests. Thursday has taken a short rest, which they're also the other party that encountered the Tarrasque. And the Sunday tables have not yet taken a rest at all, although I suspect Sunday evening is probably due for one here pretty soon. Alright, so yep, go ahead, do your short rest activities. Let's see if we are interrupted.
It's nice here.
Let's check something. Alright, well, we do have an encounter here, but it is fortunately a non-combat one. We spy several figures at the edge of the gloom, and it appears they are well aware of us as well. It's clear from their movements that they are not undead. They are humanoid, and they have bows and crossbows drawn as they approach your campsite. Of course, seasoned adventurers that you are, you begin making preparations for a potential attack, ambush, what have you. As they get closer to your lines of sight, however, it is clear that these are scouts from your own castle, just kind of wandering the nearby countryside, just making sure all is clear. They saw some people in their backyard, so they're just like, hey, who the hell is... Oh, it's you guys! Cool! What you guys been up to today? You killed a Dracolich? What? A Tarrasque? Oh my god! So, chance to spread some news, get some word back to the castle without actually having to physically go there. There's 6 scouts in total, so a pretty numerous group here, and pretty capable. They've already killed a few zombies that are wandering this isle today, they claim. Otherwise, the short rest will pass without incident. Can get any hit dice that you get back, any restoratives that you get with the short rest. And we can even move out of the backyard here to the base of the first of the Fuchsia Chirenji here. If we want to take them in order, of course we can go all the way to the final one here and then come back and take them in that order. But if we want to take them in the order as they are presented, this of course would be the first one that we see. And it is going to be a mighty staircase similar to the Isle of Ahch-To in Star Wars episodes 7 and 8, where Hermit Luke chose to make his reclusiveness. And yeah, it's going to be a very tall summit here, but they say these things build character, and there's no sign of any zombies wandering this area, so hopefully we will have a nice, easy passage up 2 weeks from now. We will go ahead and jump to the ending screen here on the stream. Roll 20. Let's jump back to the starting setup here. We still got a few sessions left before we should expect to see our next level up, but if you want to get a heads up on the estimated progression, you can see that over in table info. And otherwise, great stuff tonight, friends. Full turnout. Wasn't sure if you guys were going to take that path. I know some of us out of game already knew what was down there, whether you were DJ and actually are in the Thursday party and played that, whether you were J-Man or Ken or Don and you were watching one of the streams and happened to know that that was on that aisle. So, of course, prepared for it because we've already done it, but by the same token, fully expecting that you guys would just go back north, cross the bridge there, unabated to our next map, and tonight's adventure would have been much different in that respect because we're of course prepped out here for a good number of weeks at all of our tables here. So we'll get to that next time around, though, once we ascend the first of these peaks. Hope y'all had a great time tonight, friends. I know I certainly did.
That was awesome.
That was the save Lantirthi battle.
Literally, like I could not have
Like
played
6
that
times in the past
any
like
better.
month, I've died.
I could not have done that better. I flew in, grabbed you, and then flew away.
It was nice to see the initiative play out like it did because we've seen it play out opposite at other tables where the character initiative falls just on the wrong side of the pivotal moment in the turn order, and that ends up with the character getting killed because the party is just out of place and out of time and unable to save that party member. And I thought that's how it was going to go tonight because I'm like, well, J-Man's got a turn, but I've got a legendary interrupt and all I've got to do is swallow, and after that point Lantirthi is just completely caught up inside of the Tarrasque gullet, and good luck trying to get her out at that point. And he had the perfect play to yoink her out, and then the Tarrasque went and grappled her right back in, and then DJ came and knocked her right back out. Like that was some pretty epic stuff.
I would just like to point out, I'm pretty sure this is the first time in like 12 sessions that tank has not gone down.
Yeah, and it certainly looked like that was how it was going to start because you were the one who triggered the Tarrasque's appearance, and then it walked right over to you and grabbed at you inside the shack, so it certainly looked like from the get-go that it was going to be coming after you.
Yeah, if you had rolled higher on that breath weapon, or if I had failed that save, I'd have been done.
Yeah, that initial disintegration breath. I don't know many GMs that are fond of line attacks. They don't typically, no pun intended, they don't typically line up very well compared to your radius AoEs or your cube AoEs or your cylinders, so to speak. But even just getting 3 player characters in line like that and then seeing an opportunity that this is going to extend another 100+ feet off the map and I can bring in the other Tarrasque, that was money right there, I thought.
Is that a stat block that is out there, or did you make that up?
It is. It's from the expanded Monster Manual. So it's not even the 2025 version. It's like the updated 2021 Monster Manual, and they've got monster blocks like you should see those in your game as well. If you're looking through monsters, you'll see like different varieties. Like they have an Illithid white, or I think like that's where I got the blue dragon zombie from. Like they just have some interesting combinations that weren't part of the original Monster Manual.
Oh, awesome. So I'll be making sure to bring that variant Tarrasque in then, yeah.
Yeah, do it, man. Let's freaking fight that thing. Hi, I'm a vicious mockery you to death, 1 hit point at a time, because I know you're going to immune to psychic damage. Thank you so much, friends. We will catch you next time around. Y'all have a good time. Thank you much.
All right, have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Good.
Yes, sir, friends. That is how we do. Ladies and gents, thank you for joining us this evening at Roleplaying Unlimited. We are inching closer to the conclusion of Week 11. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, has rescheduled from last week. They were supposed to have their session then. Typically, they would be ahead of Wednesday night, so their token being on the opposite side of the bridge is a little out of order here. But we will catch up with that tomorrow night and see just how that goes. Yes, indeed, the Tarrasque ate the zombie Lilith, and if that is having any effect on its digestion here, we will maybe see more about that later on. But tomorrow night, Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, that will be the official conclusion of our Week 11, and then we all will be back Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, with many a hand has scaled the grand old face of the plateau. We are jumping into Week 12. Sunday morning, perhaps one of our more uneventful tables so far. They've just had a leisurely stroll through the wilderness, facing off against zombie categories that we are all well versed with. We did fight an abomination, but even that is just a variant of something that we're very well familiar with. So whether that is about to change for them this week or in the weeks to come, we will see. Until then, friends, much love, much appreciation. Thanks for the turnout. Thanks for the support. You know it, friends. There is no RU without you. Good night.
In my head, oh, one's invited. I get excited when nobody knows me. In my head, you're on the outside. I'm better when I shine. The crystals inside me. In my head. In my head, you're on the outside. I'm better when I shine. The crystals inside me. In my head. Excited, but nobody knows me. In my head, you're on the outside.